All right, once again, we're at it again. We've got to get this floor up. A lot of damage, rust on the floor. We need to get rid of that. We're going to try this chisel gun today and get this loosened up and see if we can't get a pry bar underneath the edge of the wood. Well, it looks like it's going to work. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but we'll get this done. A couple days, we'll have this all out of here. I get some more of this rubber mat up so we can pry up more of this. It was working though. Well, you can sure see the moisture underneath though. But we're very thankful the floor is not rotted out. It is very solid. A lot of hard work, a lot of prying. Once we can get to the starting point, we can get bigger tools in here and use larger pry bars and get this up. But it looks like the initial way of getting it up with the chisel gun, muffler gun, whatever you might want to call it, was working quite well. We did not knock any holes in the floor like some of our viewers might have suggested. Worked quite well to get the start. Glad we got Michael here. This would be tearing my shoulder up. I just had rotator cuff surgery. I get to use my arm again. I don't recommend it for anybody, but that's what happens when your German Shepherd tries to rip your arm off. I've got a 120 pounder, and she's the finest animal I've ever owned or had as a friend.
Flippy floppy.
And it looks like the rest of the plywood's pretty good, but along the wall it's definitely shot. See what he gets out of this one.
Starting to get clear up right there. So.
And take a look at that floor. That's all right. We'll get our wire brush wheels out on a grinders, and we'll get this floor looking like it was brand new. Just takes a little bit of effort, a little bit of teamwork.
Man, don't look bad. Don't look bad at all.
Let's grab that shovel on over there, and let's get that swept off a little bit and see what we might be working with a little bit clearer. We definitely thought it was going to be a possibility of this rust underneath here. Vandals had knocked out the windows. We bought it really, really cheap for only $2,500. It was an unbelievable price. Starts right up, runs smooth, no engine problems, 88,000 miles. We couldn't have been happier to buy this one. We checked it out quite well and drove it. Not a problem other than the windows and, as you can see, rust. But we're going to treat this. We're going to grind all this out of here and repair any of the seams, any of the damage that we might find. If we have to plate anything, that's fine. We've got a welder. We know how to use them. Not bad at all. Nice and solid. We just got to take that wire wheel to it and get her done.
Make her pretty. Alright, I'm gonna get this.
Well, time to take a little bit of a break and grab some more tools and get busy. How thick is that plywood? Does that look like? That looks like that's about 3/4 inch.
It does.
All right, because we can always get the circular saw out and cut us some relief cuts on this, so it'd make it easier to pry up.
Yeah.
We'll set that for 5/8 inch depth, somewhere right around there, so we don't cut the floor. We don't want to do that. Don't want to see them sparks. It's not good on the saw blades either. That is pretty tough. Looks like Michael's been taking his vitamins again.
Can't look like a sissy on the video.
Definitely good and solid. We just got ourselves a bunch of rust to deal with. We'll wire brush that stuff until that metal looks new, and then we'll use a coating on it, a rust inhibitor. Another piece up. Another 4 by 4 foot piece. Another one out the window it goes. Keep up, Michael. I'm not even going to get in your way. Looks like he's on a roll. Sometimes it's hard to stop him.
Like to talk.
He likes to talk, but he also likes to work. Here comes another piece. Let's see what she looks like down there. Pretty good.
That's awesome.
Find any hard soft spots anywhere. Everything's good and hard.
Nice.
Rip out another 4 piece. This rate, it may not take us a couple days to get this out. Take us a day to get it all out, it looks like, and maybe a day to wire brush it. It may take a couple days to wire brush it. There's all. It's a pretty good sized bus. That's right, give it all she got, Scotty. That's a lot of hard work. I jump in and help him out, but man, sometimes you get in the way, you hinder them.
That's still my fun.
This board's not as rotted as the other ones were.
Grab a hammer.
Well, he's moving right along. The old heater hoses came up out of the floor. We're gonna be removing those here pretty soon. They're already disconnected and cut off underneath the floor. We just gotta remove the inside. Wow. Another one. Another piece gone. Definitely have rust underneath. This is why when you're building a schoolie, always remove the floor. Even if you don't want to, remove the floor. We had let this go, and a few years down the line, our walls of our bus would have been falling off. We had cracks all down along the sides, everything. Another piece out the windows.
Might be all we get.
Heck with the doors, we got windows.
Might be all we get. without, oh, I might be able to pull this one. But that's, it's like, yeah, we'll have to pull all this.
Yeah, we're going to pull the driver's seat out of there, get to that right there. It looks like it splits right into the center of the seat. That's all right. I'm going to put it in a nice captain's chair anyhow. Driver's got to be comfortable. I'm going to be putting a lot of miles on this. You have 88,000 on it now. This baby will do 500,000 miles. We've got a long, lovely trips ahead of us.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait either.
Yeah.
A couple months hard at it, we'll have this baby back on the road again. And we'll be looking for another schoolie. Do the same thing. Can't seem to get away from it.